All right. This is Gamers with Coffee with Greg, Ashley, and Keegan. We're going to show you guys a little bit about Star Wars X-Wing here. It's just a little starter kit. Now there's two versions, 2.0. This is the first one. We don't have all the cards for our upgrades to the second version. So we're going to show you what this is like to play. It's going to come with, well, and Ashley takes the box off there. The top. It comes with Poe's X-Wing, and then you've got, whoops, there you go. So you got an X-Wing and 2 TIE Fighters and everything you need. Rule books, tokens, markers, and some pretty simple instructions. So you can put that away, Ash, and then we'll show them. So what we've got is a set up a little game. There's only 3. You can see them over in the small dice area there. We've got the dice camera up. So there's an X-Wing on the bottom of each of these. Hold it still for a second. See those arrows? Shows you direction of fire on every single one of them. They're pretty easy to put together. They're nice looking little models. So we're kind of going to run through a game there. Yep, there you go. They're just on pegs. So you just pop it together, put the base on. The bases are interchangeable, these little dials. You can take them off. And there's different stats depending on, oh, there you go, different stats depending on what card you want to play for your X-Wing, depending on the pilot. So in a nutshell, it's you just shooting down your friends. That's it. That's all you want to do. Okay, so take it over, Ashley. Get it set up. And
all right.
You've got.
So, like Rick said, there's different types of cards. Basically, with any of them, you got your fire, your defense, your hull, and then the last one is your shields. The TIEs do not have any shields, where the X-Wing actually does. And with the shield, you actually have these cute little tokens. Those are your shield tokens. In the dice roller, you have the red is your fire, green is, and the green is your defense. So depending on what you roll is what those are. So with most games, it is. Green is.
Oh, hold on. Sorry, that's.
And the green is your defense.
There you
go. The lowest one moves first, which would be one of my ties. Each one has a number that matches up with your card, so that way you can keep track. This one's a 6, and the other tie is a 7, where the X-Wing is an 8. So the way you move, we bought these extra little plastic pieces to kind of go over to protect them. On these, you get to all move. You pick which type you want. Oh, that one's kind of tight. Oh, there we go. And you just rotate them to whatever position you want. So we're going to do that real quick and try to get into it. There are white movements, red movements, and green movements. Red movements you cannot do without stressing yourself. And
when you stress the ship, though, it takes away some abilities. So that's what she means by stressing. But it comes with tokens, and then before you get going, show them the range marker.
You either have the dark side or the light.
Whatever color you'd like to use. And so there's ranges on it, though, of 1, 2, and 3. So range 1, it would be a...
you get an extra dice.
Yep, to attack the other person. Range 2 is standard. And range 3, you're actually at a little bit of a penalty because...
the defense gets another dice.
Yeah. So on this here, what she's showing you, what are those? Those
are your movement pieces.
And they... Show them real quick. You can put up a ship here. You select a movement off the dial there. See the dial? Then those fit right in a slot. And say you selected
I selected a 5.
So then you could pick the ship up and move it. It fits right in the slots on the back of the base, and then you simply move your...
There's 2 little pegs there and there.
Yep. So then you simply move the template out of the way, and that's where you are. So there's no guessing. I mean, each ship makes certain maneuvers. So these dials, that we'll show you again if you can put that back up. So the X-Wing will make different turns, than the TIE fighters. Now there's a bunch of other ships to buy, a lot. So this is just what comes in the set. So as you go about, oh yeah, and there's Keegan's favorite, which is the Millennium Falcon. Pretty nice little model. But the starter kit here, that's it. Now it does come with what's called critical cards. And so these will have, if you turn them over, like extra punishment. It does extra damage. And it will tell you what it does to your pilot or what it does to the ship. I bought a little aftermarket card holder. That didn't come with it. I just thought it was cool. So I bought that online because I seen it and picked that up. So you don't get that in the starter set. But in the starter set, you get all 3 ships, all the things you need to game except for this mat. This mat, obviously, we bought separate. And it's actually, if you look at it, it's mouse pad material. It's pretty thick. And it doesn't slide, so...
Alright, Keegan, your
So
turn.
first scenario now, but which one moves first according to...
The lowest points, which I explained on each of your...
Okay, so we're going to kind of walk you through this. So
there's your...
Pilot skill.
Pilot skill. Mm-hmm. So whatever your pilot skill is, the lowest moves first, the highest shoots first.
Okay. So then...
Pilot skill?
Yeah.
Yep, so what's the pilot skill?
You're the last one move.
Yep.
I got 6 and 7.
Yep.
So now, the TIE fighters move first. So
Already
what?
moved.
You've already moved them, okay.
But wait, we didn't explain that. Everybody picks their own move on their little dial, and the kicker with that is you don't know what the other person's going to do. So really, you have no idea how they're going to move. When they go to move, they're supposed to turn their dial face up, showing you what move they took. And this just turns. So Keegan took a 3 with an arrow to the left.
Is it a slight or hard?
Yeah, so you simply match the template with what you did and you move. Now what did you pick on yours?
I picked 5 on both just to kind of get up into the battle.
So you got, both of yours just flew straight forward?
Yep.
Now, you guys made your moves and then you need the range counter, the range one.
We're 3. We're good.
So you're within 3, so you can fire. So then...
Now when you fire, there are green or red, depending on who you are, that come in front showing where you can shoot.
It gives you a firing range or
firing arc.
Yep.
So Keegan, you're a higher.
Yep. So I'll shoot you first. I was the only one to go.
Now,
you can actually shoot both.
For shooting, it's the red dice.
So you get 3 red.
Yeah.
So on the red dice, you have your regular fire, and then where is it? There it is. And then that would be basically the critical. One. You're firing at this one?
Yep.
So 3 defense. And I got a hit. So he took 1 hit on that one. This one does have a 3 hull, so now I'm down to 2.
Do you have any shields on yours?
No, these ones do not have shields at all.
So which is interesting because, like on the X-Wing, there is shields. A couple, right?
2.
2. So you'd be able to take that. You have shield tokens. You have a stress token and damage that you can use. But in this case...
Alright.
So now what?
So it's my shooting turn.
Okay.
So I'll take this fire one against yours, which you'll have 2
2 defense.
defense, and I have 2 firepower. And absolutely nothing for that guy.
All
Okay.
blanks.
Both blanks. And second one. 1 critical.
Here's an eye. Okay, I can change an eye to an evade.
So with the eyes, which I forgot to grab those tokens out, you basically can change any of the eyes to an evade. If you're defending, if you're attacking, you can change them to a hit
With your token.
with the token.
Yep.
So right now, no points lost other than the 1 on mine. Now it's movement again, because none of us have any damage or anything we had to try to repair. So we have to pick again on which we want to move.
So anyways, all you do is pick a turn what you think's going to benefit you as that your opponent may do, so you can get into position to fire on them or to avoid being fired on, which, like I said, makes it hard because you don't know what they're going to do and they don't know what you're going to do, and so that's what makes it interesting. So
All right.
Go ahead
So-
and move.
I picked a 2 slight curve.
looks like Crystal and Clint are on the Facebook group saying hi.
Hello guys, welcome. Let us know if you guys have questions.
Well,
And then on the other one, I did a 3.
now you guys see how that works out. Those little templates are handy because then there's no denying where you're moving. The other person can see. In other words, you really can't cheat. I mean,
Yeah.
now Keegan, what were you
I can't
doing?
Okay,
do nothing
so
because she turned.
With that, he's going to have to bump it up to us. And I believe we each get a hit.
I
I think I lose a shield and you.
And I lose a hit because
Yeah,
there's no...
damage, so
So
So both of my guys now are down to 2
and then neither,
damage. And then you
then
still
neither
have...
TIE fighter can shoot. The TIE fighter nor the X-wing can shoot.
Neither can yours because we
I was
bumped
saying
in
the TIE
it.
fighter
Yeah.
nor the X-wing.
And
can
this
shoot.
one doesn't have a range. So right now, that's the end of that round.
see, so it goes pretty quick. So you go back to, although it can turn into a traffic jam like this.
Yes.
We've had far more miniatures on the table, and it looks like the freeway at rush hour. But you can literally do what you think is best.
But you have to kind of predict what
Yeah, you gotta try to guess.
the
what the other
other
one's gonna
is doing.
do. Oh, so Clint, or anybody that's joining, this is just the first edition I had mentioned when we started, because we have second edition cards, but we don't have them for everything, and we haven't had a chance to play with them yet. So yeah, we're just showing you a brief overview of a real simple first edition, which a lot of
Like you
people are
played it
still
yourself.
playing.
Yeah, sure done did.
Just a hair. So technically I collided with my own self. Didn't think that one completely through. So my guys both each take a damage, which knocks them down to 1 health.
It's in my favor.
Okay, so he used a
Stress.
stressed one, which is what the red is. So he's going to end up having, he won't be able to fire this round, but that's your stress token. It'll go onto his card so he knows that character is stressed. And again, that basically ends that round. Now with his, he has to move a green to be able to get unstressed.
Mm-hmm.
This is a great little game. If you like any of the Star Wars video games, Battlefront, any of that, you're going to like this, and you can just play it. And the great thing is no lag. So we're all sitting at home. We're all kind of in the middle of this whole quarantine mess, so you may as well have some fun. Plus, this requires no power should you have a storm or anything like that happens. And, you know, sometimes you don't got power for a while. This is a great little escape because, you know, plus nobody can complain, right, that there's lag.
Well, that
Except
and
the dice.
Too straight, ready to go.
You can't really cheat with dice.
Well, that's no problem there, Clint. But I had answered a question for Clint there about it being a first edition. So, invite some more people there, Clint, if you want.
Yep.
And you guys, just to let you know.
So you
I'm gonna shoot the one in front of me.
Okay.
So go ahead.
So he did move a green 2.
Yep.
So
which he allows him to go and reshoot now. So he can shoot technically either one, but he's going to shoot the one.
What range was it?
2.
Okay.
It goes from the middle to the base. So he's right at
and 2 is normal, so you don't add or subtract any
Nope.
loss. There's no loss and no gain.
So I have 3 attack.
Alright, so it's a hit and a crit.
That's right, the eyes are nothing, aren't they?
I believe so.
What you got?
You got 2 evades.
I can only use 1 evade. So I evade the lowest one, which would be the regular hit, and take a crit card.
What we can do is turn the tray. Here, I'll turn it. Maybe it'll show up a little easier this way. Let's see.
Alright,
there you
so
guys go.
I ended up with a crit card.
That works. And what's that? Show that to them.
Reduces the 0.
What's it do?
There's the crit card. Does that mean I lose another health?
That's your agility value by 1.
Oh, okay. So now I'm down to a 4 and a 5.
Mm-hmm.
Or a 5 and a 6, I mean.
But see, when you roll 1 attack dice on a hit or a critical card, flip this card face down. So when you attack, it's going to be face down, which would cause you a... Basically, you're going to take damage, I think, is the way that one goes. Some of the cards are somewhat
confusing,
vague, but for the most part, they're not. Oops.
So you took a hit or you didn't take a hit by that?
It doesn't say it took a hit. It just says I lose some of the agility.
Yeah, so take -1 agility away.
Yeah. Alright, moving again.
Yep.
Alright, so I'm just gonna keep doing these hard 3s so I can get turned back around.
It's a lot about just repositioning. Oh, and you can't fly off the table. If you
No, you
do that,
fly off the table, you're dead.
Oh,
You're done.
That's a hard
And-
one.
and that has happened. Now,
Right or left?
Right.
pardon me just a moment. We are doing this through Mixer, also
Mixer, YouTube,
and both Facebook,
both Facebooks.
the page and the group. So is there anybody?
Can't shoot anybody. And she can't.
Well, no.
There's no,
Oh,
there's
no.
no shooting of either one.
Nope.
We just missed
So
each
you're
other.
all both out of
Just
can't
out of
shoot,
range.
yeah.
Alright, like I said, Keegan, are you going to move again? Or pick a different
I'm
one?
going to have to do something else. Okay.
Alright, so slide these pieces back. Like I said, I'm going to keep doing 3s until I can get right up on him and hopefully not hit him.
Ooh. You
But I gotta remember I
There you
gotta
go.
move still.
Doesn't matter.
She's moving.
So by
first.
you hitting me, do I get to move still?
I believe so. That one I'm not quite sure. But I know I lose a point which would kill him.
Yeah, if I lose a point, you lose a point.
If you end up going over the person, I actually have template pieces I bought separately that let you. It's kind of interesting to show how it works. Just like it feels a little clumsy at first. You got to kind of get used to it, but it matches up with the pegs in your X-wing. So you could literally, if the ship was there and you had to fly over it, you could literally do it, and be exactly where you're supposed to be.
You can basically go right over him.
Yeah, if you need to. It was a handy little deal. A little hard to get used to on that one, but
This guy ended up crashing, so he's dead.
I'm out of shields.
So he's gone.
So now she's down to you. These two here.
And that was the 6, 7. This one. Alrighty.
So this is the little box, the starter box, because it's
Alright, kicking.
first edition, which was just last year that they came out. I think with all the second edition cards, which has just expanded it more. You could pick these up for like $20 for a box. I mean, the miniatures are worth it. And we'll do one with the second edition, but do I have a box behind me? Yeah, here, where you guys are doing that, I'll grab this box. That's a conversion kit, basically. So, you take all of the models that you have, and it's a pretty thick box, fairly heavy. And so this converts everything to, well, most everything. Not all of it, but your more popular ones.
And so you get an extra defense.
To a secondary, which
So with this one, I get, he will end up with a 3rd defense dice.
Yep.
Because it's in 3. So.
Because it's a range 3, so
Range
you get
3.
extra defense, yep.
So. And he hit. So he gets all 3 defense and evade.
Perfect.
So he
nothing.
evaded it, nothing happened.
Alright. So now, let's see here. They are thinking about their next move. So not much to report on there, but this is a pretty cool game.
It can either go really quick or really slow. Right now it's kind of going slow because we keep evading ourselves or evading each other.
Well, that depends. Sometimes you can fly in circles and sometimes you're not. It's like that move there kind of got you out of shooting range. Well, no, I don't know. Nope, because
Keegan just went and turned.
right.
So now I have a side shot on him.
No, it doesn't, side
But
shots
it
don't
doesn't matter on side shots. So, 2. And an eye. Which I don't...
Which is your force token.
No, that's in the new set, babe. I don't think it's...
Anyway, so you can convert it to 1 hit, right?
Yes, that I can. There's the hit.
So then, what's Keegan down to
2
now?
green defense, I have 3 whole health left.
2.
Yeah, so just 2 green defense. The eyes?
Eyes.
Yep.
So I do.
So here's where
evade.
you shoot and evade, shoot and evade.
Okay.
All right. And so what are you doing now? Because
Moving again.
so Keegan there is going to move. Or Ashley, I mean, is going to move. So if you guys like this, give it like a thumbs up or a heart or something, and let us know. And it makes a difference too.
Okay.
Alright, so.
Well, that's
Alright,
gonna be
that's.
interesting.
Let me guess, you turned exact... Oh, what did you get, a 3 hard?
A two hard.
That's still gonna be.
It's gonna hit it.
Yeah, so crash.
So that killed me. I'm completely down.
Well, so in this game, you guys
Shot once.
won
Twice.
by playing bumper cars.
Basically.
Yeah. So that is it right there. I mean, you guys, it's pretty basic. And the game, well, how long? It hasn't been very long. It's been about 20 minutes. So, I mean, on average, it's going to take about 30 minutes.
I think with 3 or 4 guys, depending on if you can roll decently,
Well, then you're looking
and
at
depends
about
on what kind of crit cards you get, is going to be how quick the game goes.
But with this set, I'm saying, this set is geared for 2 people. So you and a friend, and that's it. That's it. So it's going to generally run about a half an hour.
Yeah, right about.
And so before you say you don't know if you could do that for a half an hour, but if you're playing Star Wars Battlefront on any of the consoles, bet you're playing for more than 30 minutes.
Yep.
Probably for a few hours. So
That, I mean, even most board games run minimum of an hour, 45 minutes to an hour.
So with the miniatures, you get some real cool things, and it's pretty nice. It's been a little bit since we played this, and we got to upgrade our stuff, but you can still play it straight like this. We know a lot of people that do, and a lot of people simply didn't upgrade to 2.0. Not everybody did.
Well, there's more advanced things, like you can roll and you can all sorts of other things now.
Yeah, when you get into more of the
Force. You can use the Force more or less than anything else. So these boxes are nice, though, because it gives you every single thing you need. I mean, it does not come with this map. You'd have to go buy yourself a map. But it comes with literally everything you need to game with.
I mean, you can get into it where...
This is the other thing, too. You're going to show
asteroids and everything else.
Yeah,
too.
it does come
Forgot
with these.
about
You
those.
punch out. So you can put obstacles.
And certain ones come with bombs as well.
So kind of, I'd show it on a little camera here. I can, this might mess your view up for a second, so hold on. There you go. So go ahead, that's your asteroids. You know, slightly different, but you can place those. I'm showing some of the other ones too. They're different sizes. You can put those on. Obviously, there's collision damage. You can space them out, you know, wherever you want, and try to maneuver around them. That adds more strategy. I believe it comes with satellites too. Correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Satellites and bombs and.
Well, and some of your.
Depending on the guy, I have one that is a bomber that lays bombs. So there's a bomb.
No.
Yes, that's a bomb.
That's a bomb.
Yep.
And then there's the satellite.
Kind of looks almost like a guitar.
Kinda.
I mean, the way it's shaped. But the point is, you can put them wherever you want on your map, and then try to fly around them. You can't shoot through them, I don't think.
I don't believe so.
But either way, it adds to strategy.
It'll lengthen the game all.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll lengthen the game. I might shorten up if you start colliding a lot.
And depending on how big, like with the Millennium, you got a bigger base now too. So depending on how close, you know, this one can fit right through, but you're not going to get the Millennium in there. So you got to kind of work around them.
And there is no staying put. You have to move.
Yep.
There is no staying put, wait for them to come, and then.
I think there's like 1 or 2 in each one that allows you to basically like hover, but that's a specialty card.
Yeah, I think like the Boba Fett allows you to hover.
Boba Fett, my Houndstooth, which is a scrapper from the Scum part of it, that one does as well. But I had to have a specialty card for that.
Yeah.
Well, there's multiple more different ships there. So, anyways,
so that's just some of it.
We'll have to do a bigger game next time.
We can try to get another game.
There's even big ship. Do you have that big ship handy by chance?
It's at the bottom of the box.
Oh, okay.
Well, you could show them the one big one real quick. if you
You'd have to
can
go.
get it.
It's in the
Oh,
bottom.
well.
It's in the bottom of the tote. She said.
Don't
I
worry
should be
about
able
it.
to get it because it's just boxed on top.
I just thought it'd be cool. I mean,
There's some big ships.
yeah, there definitely is. And it just depends too on what you like. I mean, you play it how you would like it to be played, as far as what faction you want to be with. If you want to be the Rebellion or the Empire, or the Scum and Villainy, which is like Boba Fett and some of the others. So it gets pretty in depth if you'd like. I mean, as much as you want to do it, you can.
Yeah.
Just a second. She's going to just show you a couple things here real quick. So let's move this out of the way.
Grab.
So there's some scum.
Here, let's move these. And
That's the gun.
That's my gun for hires.
yeah.
So. And then that's the big one that Troy got, wasn't it?
Yep.
The Imperial Fleet.
And they do each come in a nice big, depending on the size of your...
Here, let me downsize that secondary camera there,
Kind of.
because you're going to need more space.
You need all the space you can get.
Alright, so there's the box it comes in.
And it comes with
It's
a bomber too, ain't it?
That's a little tie, I believe, right?
Comes with a TIE fighter, TIE bomber. So, yeah.
I mean, now you see how.
Compared
Pretty big
to...
compared to, well, it's size-wise.
An X-wing is not gonna.
Yeah. So, I mean, it kind of, like I said, it's whatever you'd like to do. Those bigger ships are supposed to be part of bigger battles, but then those bigger battles are going to have...
Well, that's when
Lots
you
of
get up to
things.
Star Wars Armada, I think it is.
Well, Armada's different than X-Wing as far as it's all like major fleet battles. They scaled it down so you could do a lot of ships on the table at once. So it is distinctly different. One is much different than the other. But yeah, it comes in a big box, and these things too. I don't know if you can see it, so let me show you the back
There
of
it
the
goes.
cards.
They do clip in, so literally you can't... It won't fall right out.
I think it shows the cards in the box. I think it shows
Yeah.
Oh, it does.
So on the back, you'll see, look at all the stuff that comes with just this. All those pieces will come. So you're not just getting the miniatures. You're getting all the cards and tokens and everything to go with them. And so it's just a matter, again, what group you want to play with and how you want to set up your own squadron type of thing, and go for it. That's a little bit, much bigger. But see, look at all the cards. Hold it still for a second. Look at all that stuff. That is what comes in that box. And that range ruler, it's extra long. So, in a nutshell, you guys.
Right here.
Yeah, we got stored in the box with the.
Well, it's because it's got.
It's a 5 range compared
So
to your 3 that is for everything else.
So it'll shoot further out. So that's about it, you guys. I mean, personally, buying a map just makes it more fun. However, straight out of the box, you can play it on any table, anywhere. You could play it at a a park bench. I mean,
it's something like special thing that Imperial Reader has. It can redo its shields. It can regenerate shields.
There's the base for it.
Yep.
well, yeah, it's
So
a
this
massive.
is a dual base.
It's massive.
But it
So,
regenerates its shield.
There's a bunch of
versus-
these are
The
considered
base is to
medium
hold 'em.
base,
And you can
small,
see,
medium, and then when they get into the double, which one would go here and one would go here, this is a large.
well,
So when I had those pieces down, you can see you got to figure out how to work around those
On something big like that, it takes 2 stands to hold it, so it's a lot larger even than
That one's got 360, or no, it's got the blind side and the back on this one.
It has a blind side in between, I think, don't it? Just a little bit.
Yeah, there's a blind spot in between.
A little bit, but not much. Once you
right
get
there,
further
right there,
up. Yeah,
and then in the back.
Once you get a little ways out, it's not going to matter because it's gone.
So anyways, like I said, anytime you buy these, it comes with everything you need for those ships. So you
well, this ship has its own special movement.
So.
All right. So there you go, you guys. That's it. Hopefully you'll give X-Wingers a chance. I mean, it's one of those games where if you like the movie and you play any of the video games, you're going to almost guarantee you'll like the tabletop version. So just get Series 1. It's a good way to learn. You can upgrade your stuff with a upgrade box if you want to. It depends on how many ships you have as to whether or not it's something suitable for you. And by the way, there's 2 different ones. So this one is Poe's X-Wing, and then the red box would be Luke Skywalker. So you're good to go that way. With that, we're going to let you guys go. If you like it, let us know. Somebody had some questions on this game, so we wanted to just do a short run through, and that's all this was. And we will catch you guys later. All right, have a good day.